Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the best investing money management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 4 stocks under $5, right? And I know under $5, it's really weird because it's actually very hard to find a lot of these stocks that are super cheap, right? Because we always want to find the next Amazon, Apple, or these large corporations. We want to buy them when they're under $5. But the thing about it is all of these stocks are definitely going to be more of the higher risk, higher reward, more of the speculative play, growth, all of that. Right, but the absolute, by far the best stock is this one right here, Planet 13. This is a cannabis company based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. It's growing at a super fast rate. But if we actually break down the chart, you guys can see actually it really makes good sense, right? We have some resistance here at around $7.30. This is where we get buying pressure or selling pressure, every time it hits that, right? Now we get a lot of buying pressure near and around the $5 mark. So it comes in contact several times and we get buying pressure, okay? So with it creeping down to this $5 zone, that represents a huge opportunity to buy on a discount. Not to mention, when we look at the year-to-date chart, we're still on this beautiful upward trend. And so there is still more buyers than sellers. If we go to the 3-year chart, it's even more clear. We had some consolidation, beautiful upward trend, no major sell-off in sight. This thing would have to come down to $3 before a lot of investors would get worried about this. I think that right now this represents a huge opportunity to buy. The only downside is, yes, we're on that short-term downward trend, but I think we'll get some buying pressure stepping in from at least $5, if not $4.30 for sure. And you guys can just dollar cost average it all day long. Okay, moving on to stock number 2 is IVR. So this is a it's called Mortgage Capital. You guys can see before the overall crash, this thing was trading for $20 a share, right? And then it sold off all the way down to under $2. And as an investor, you always get worried about revenue, all of that stuff. But if we actually look at the revenue for IVR right here, you guys can see we're working our way back up. Yes, the revenue is still in the negatives, but we're working our way back up. And my outlook for this is for this thing to be at about $4 by next year. I think that's a very fair, growth for this thing. We're still on that upward trend. If we actually go to the chart on the, I believe it's the yearly. Yes, the yearly chart, we're still on an upward trend. So there is still buying pressure into this, right? If we actually go ahead and draw it out. So you guys can see we're on that slow and steady upward trend. It's going to be a little more volatile, but it's still one to definitely keep on watch, IVR. I mean, the overall return could be crazy if you hop into this thing and then in the next couple of years, it comes back up to these highs here. I think that would be a crazy return. Stock number 3 is GNUS. Now, this is definitely more of the speculative, right, under $5. But you guys can see it has history of going from 40 cents, 20 cents, all the way up to $11, selling off and really just consolidating, right? It hasn't been doing too much lately, just kind of trading in between, this $3 mark right in here, and right here at around $1.30. So I definitely think there is some wiggle room for this thing to go from $1.50 to at least $2, $2 to $3. I think there is some growth there, but you guys can see, look how fast this thing goes up and down. It's definitely more of the speculative, the growth, higher volatility, and all of that fun stuff. So moving on to the last one, we have ticker symbol BDSI. This is very similar to that other one. This is a biotech company, and the beautiful thing, the total revenue came out to over $344 million, which is beautiful. It has a ton of growth. It has a 40% growth rating. I think that this will be an absolute no-brainer buy. It's slowly moving its way back up. Major support near and around, this $3 mark. Major resistance near $4.50. Okay, you guys can see buying pressure every time, selling pressure every time there. So right here, we're in this little middle ground, but dollar cost average it so you guys can get a good average price. Hold it for the next 2 to 3 years and just see what happens. But all of these stocks, yes, are going to be more of the growth stocks. I wouldn't recommend going more than 5% of your portfolio size into something like this. So what that means, if you guys have a $100 portfolio, I wouldn't go more than $5 into something like this. Okay, so that is just my opinion that these are the top 4 stocks under $5. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Overall, I hope you guys got something of value because that's the main idea. And we will see you guys later in another episode. We're going to LA tomorrow, so my upload schedule will probably be a little different. It's not going to be these tech review or these stock reviews. It's going to be more of a vlog for the next couple of days. So we will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe out there. Take care.